for the support of the glorious cause. I beg they will accept my most cordial thanks for this distinguished testimony of their approbation. But lest some unlucky event should happen, unfavorable to my reputation, I beg it may be remembered by every gentleman in the room that I, this day, declare with utmost sincerity, I do not think myself equal to the command I am honored with.
Truly, there is no man better suited to the task.
Really?
That
I can think of several.
Consideration could have
Charles
me to
Lee.
have accepted this arduous employment. At the
Do I
expense
know
of my
you?
domestic
I would
ease
not
and
expect you
happiness.
to remember.
I do
Come,
not wish
Connor,
to make
there's
any
someone I want
profit
you to
from
meet.
I will keep an exact account of my expenses.
Sorry to pull you away
Those
like that,
I
but
doubt not they
the
will
last thing
discharge,
we need
and
is the
that is
two
all
of
I
you
desire.
coming to blows. Now, Connor, allow me to introduce you to our newly appointed Commander-in-Chief, George Washington.
Ah, so you're the one who saved Sam and John at Lexington.
It was the Patriots who did that. I merely lent support.
As humble as he is brave. We could use more men like you. I'm sorry, but if you'll excuse me, I should attend to Charles over there. He looks none too happy about being passed over for command. It was good to meet you, Connor.
Tell me you have news of Pitcairn.
I'm told he's taken shelter in Boston, where he's guarded by 1,000 redcoats. The only way you're gonna get at him is if we draw him out. Lucky for you, we're launching an offensive against the city in order to do just that. Israel Putnam has been given command of our forces. Present this to him and he'll provide whatever aid you require. You'll find him at the encampment on Bunker Hill.
You have my thanks.
No need. It's the least I could do. Pitcairn's a dangerous man. The sooner we're rid of him, the better.
I would say the same of Charles Lee.
Now that's an altogether different beast. Let us leave it for another day. Best you head to Boston, Connor.
Alright. Not so bad. It's an interactive conversation here that we can listen to.
Still here, are you?
I was just wondering, what happens now?
There's quite a lot to do. Commander Washington must determine when and where we'll strike next. And we need to get to work on our message.
Message?
We must contact the broadsheets at once. Ensure it's clear to everyone that it was the Loyalists who fired first in Lexington.
But no one knows who fired first.
Which is exactly why we must spread the news quickly. We'll determine public opinion.
This seems dishonest.
Perhaps, but so what? People must believe we acted in self-defense, else we've committed treason.
But you have.
Better to bow and scrape before a tyrant, then? Is that what you suggest?
No, of course not. No one should be denied freedom. And yet, to change the truth, it seems a dangerous road to travel.
Understand, Connor. This is a war fought not just on the battlefield, but within hearts and minds as well. There's nothing wrong with a bit of theater, especially if it saves lives.
So you say, my friend. So you say. Alright, so we have to go and find another lad. So we're gonna cut out the travel and I'll meet you guys up there. So see you in a bit. Alright, so we're here.
Hold and state your bit!
Let's go talk to this lad.
I'm looking for Israel Putnam.
On whose orders?
Samuel Adams.
Follow me.
It's not Bunker Hill.
Aye, it's Breed. There's been some
Disagreement as to where we should encamp.
Any news from Boston?
The Tories aren't moving. And any time we try to press them, we lose a dozen men. I think Putnam and the others plan to assemble artillery on these hills. A good shelling might make the Redcoats rethink their strategy.
And what of John Pitcairn?
That bastard's the cagiest of the bunch. He's appeared time to taunt us or send regards by way of cannon fire. It's all right, though. He'll have what's coming to him soon enough.
Nearly at the camp now. It's just over that hill up there. Then we'll meet the character Putnam, Israel Putnam. He makes it quite a good speech, and I want to listen to it all.
Putnam's just up ahead. You can't miss.
I don't care much for your excuses, gentlemen. We should be building on Bunker Hill. Breed is closer to the city, but it is also closer to their artillery!
Our orders came from men so divorced from the situation, we are compelled by reason to employ our own faculties to make a proper determination.
Were that I could understand even half that nonsense you just uttered.
What's not to understand? I'm trying to ensure our victory.
What would you know about victory? I killed a sea-wolf in her den armed with only a knife. I escaped the Kanawagha Indians who sought to burn me alive. And I was the sole survivor of a shipwreck during the Battle of Havana. So you will excuse me if I choose not to follow your advice.
Good points. Good points.
I rest my case. I'm going back to Bunker Hill. Good day, gentlemen!
General Putnam,
What?
I'm looking for John Pitcairn. I was told you would be able to help me find him.
He's tucked away inside that city with no reason to leave. As long as that ship continues its assault, we'll never flush him out.
But if the ship was silenced?
Well, then poor John might be forced to get off his arse and come forward.
I shall fly this flag to signal my success.
And I shall speak fondly of you at your funeral.
Okay, this mission is extremely tough, so we're gonna have to be very, very careful. And it's probably gonna take quite a while, but we can do it. This part isn't extremely tough, but it is a little bit. So just bear with me. So we have to cross Charlestown without taking any damage, which theoretically sounds pretty daunting, but we should be able to do it. Let's hope anyway. Now this will probably take a couple of goes or so for most people. It's not overly difficult this part of the mission, but there are parts that are tough, so just once you make it to the docks you're pretty much safe. So here we go. We've made it here, but we have to do the ships, and this is probably the toughest part. So I always recommend going to the furthest ship first and then going to do the other one. So let's go and do that. So now we have to remain undetected on the ships and air assassinate a grenadier. So what I like to do is I actually swim around to the back of this ship, and you'll see now. It's not a guaranteed way, but it's never failed me, so it's the best we can hope for, really. And now this ship you would think is the harder one because there are more guys on it, and it's not as they don't move around as much as they do on the other one. But as you're about to see, it's actually get up there now. It's actually a bit easier than the last one. The other ship, I mean, we haven't done it yet. And that's all there is to taking out that ship. It's pretty straightforward. So make sure you don't get caught as you're swimming here now. There we go. So ship number 1 down. Now it's time for the second one. So this one is a bit more tricky, so we have to be a bit more stealthy, I guess. Now, I'm not going to be talking when I'm doing this one because I'm going to really need to concentrate, because this one is pretty damn tough. So just hopefully you can learn by, you know, watching as I do if you're stuck on this, and hopefully that'll show you the way to do it. So I'm going to shut up now. Okay, that was very close. So, we're pretty much exactly where we want to be now. There's only one guy on the ship. We need to surprise him and air assassinate him. So, I don't need to concentrate so much anymore because we pretty much got this. I just need to make sure he doesn't see me until he starts walking that way. And then we just have to wait for him to come back. So there we go. That's all you have to do. It's not hard, but well, it's not hard if you know what you're doing, kind of thing. And there we go. Alright, so now we just plant the bomb here. And we get off the ship. I like just running up this because it looks cool. It's not really necessary, but there you go. Now we have to go and steal the flag. Might as well do this one because it's the latest one that we've conquered. And yeah, success. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, guys, because it's a tough old mission, but I got it. Up we go. This bit takes a while. Too bad they didn't implement the whole AC4 zipline thing where you just fly up. Pull yourself up there, Connor. There we go. There's a good lad.